8th season here at IRC. Today we're racing at Spa Francorchamps, one of the most difficult track and one of the lengthiest tracks for our drivers to drive here in F1 today. Now of course, talking about Spa, the total track distance is 7.004 kilometers. There are a total of 20 turns, but the turns you need to look at is turns 1, turn 7, turns 19 and 20. We have two DRS straights here, one on the home straight and one on the camel straight. And Starmax, you're with me here today. How are you feeling with this race that we have in our hands today?
I'm feeling very good. Spa is a very challenging track, and it's also very very long. So, quali will be very very challenging. Also, I would say it's almost as integral as the race. While the track provides many overtaking opportunities, quali is still very important.
Definitely, definitely. Let's move on to the hot lap. I forgot to say track guide.
So as we see here, the DRS zone starts at the start finish straight. After that, the next DRS zone is at the camel straight. After that, there's a bunch of corners where overtaking is a bit hard. I can't speak. Up next is the Puhon corner, where it was famously known that the 2020 Mercedes car could take it flat out. After that, there's a bunch of corners where it's pretty hard to overtake. Blanchimont, where Max Verstappen overtook a car on the outside in his rookie season, if I'm not wrong. Then comes the bus stop chicane, where you can look out for overtakes over there, where people send one down the inside. And that's the last corner as they finish the lap.
Hello, Rains, and welcome on board on the Hotlap of Spa Francorchamps here in the Ferrari. Now, exiting bus stop, you want to take a wide line, get a better exit onto the start finish straight. Watch out for the DRS board on either side of the track. Open for the few extra gears you will need. Now, braking for lassos just up to the white line on the tarmac there. Take a late apex because you want to get a better exit. Short shift on the exit to get better traction onto this long flat out section. Now, approaching Eau Rouge, you want to be on the right hand side. Keep your steering as minimal as possible to not scrub any speed off of the car. Watch out for the DRS port on either side of the track. Open it again for the extra few top Ks you need. Now heading to Lacombe, you want to brake just before the 50-meter board, swing the car in, gingerly over the curbs here as they do spin you out quite easily. Slingshot the car out of this exit over here. To Bruxelles, you want to stick close to the apex to get a tight entry and keep the minimum speed up high. Short shift and exit again. No name, just a tap on the brakes. Keep the car balanced with the throttle on the exit. Now for Puan on the right hand side, flick the car in, downshift to 7th, just a tap on the brakes, instantly back in the bar, take a tight line to minimize the distance to the next corner. Now for the Fania chicane, braking just after the curb starts. Again, be gingerly and avoid these curbs over here as they do spin you out quite often. For the first tableau, you want to brake just as the curb starts, brake bias up to 52 as the rear end does get very loose. Tableau 2, want to get a good exit. Again, long flat out section here. No DRS, so it's important to get a good exit here. Now preparing yourself for Blanchimont, not much to do, just a little flick of the steering and it's rather flat with these modern F1 cars. For bus stop, braking just after 100-meter board, down on the anchors, brake hard, keep the minimum speed high up here, gingerly over the curbs, short shift on the exit to get good traction. That's a lap of this beautiful circuit.
As we
All
are
right.
this quali right now with 14 minutes left. As we see Peshti on the left. So he's on the camel straight right now. He takes the corner very well, doesn't take that curve, which is very important because they can spin you out. This takes it very beautifully. It maximizes the track to the limits. Does he brake well here? Nice. Gets a good entry onto the next path. Here is just a simple brake and shift down. Maximize exit speed. He missed the apex a bit, but that doesn't really matter a lot. As he comes to Puhon, it's just another corner. You shift down and send it. Very well taken. Must stick to the left now, which he does pretty well at. As he breaks for this corner, it's quite tricky, easy to lock up here. And must not take the curb here. Oh, very brave. Takes the curb, doesn't spin out. The person ahead gives in space as he comes here, where it's very easy to understeer here and hit the barrier on the left. I've done that way too many times. As it's almost done with the lap. He's coming up to Blanchimont. This is where Verstappen overtook a car on the outside. Very brave overtake right here. as he's coming up to the bus stop chicane. Very seems to be very clean lap so far. Almost done. He just has to keep it clean. Takes the apex very well. Takes the second apex very well. Must get a good exit out of here. Does he get a good exit? Yes, he does. As he finishes the lap and takes provisional pole.
I mean,
Really
that's
happy.
pretty good lap, but I still feel like there was a bit more he could have extracted in Sector 3. I think there was just one turn where I think he messed up a bit on the entry of the car. We seem to be having a bit of a issue with
Technical issue then.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah. So let's just talk a bit about his lap. I would say that's bound to happen because the track isn't rubbered in yet. So
True,
I think
right.
give it some rubbering in, and he should be able to maximize the potential of the car and the track.
Yeah, but looking at the the tire degradation at this track, what do you think, StarMax? What tire do you want to start on?
I think this is a track where I would say both work.
Both.
Sorry, has to be more specific. Soft to medium to soft. Both of them work.
Right. Okay. So you're saying basically there's not a big, difference with.
Technically, if I am not wrong, medium to soft is faster.
Because of the low fuel mode at the end, helping the tires to stay on, in temperature and giving less degradation at the end.
Because this track is a lot of straights and like not very tire hungry corners, so it's not too hard for the medium runners to keep up and not lose too much time there. So the people on softs must make sure that if they're committing to softs, they must get a good qualifying position, and on top of that, get a brilliant start and create a decent gap, or else they'll get eaten up by medium runners.
Yeah, but right now we're having some, relative time being set up again. Pasty with a pretty quick time there, 143.872, and we know Pasty is a very good qualifier. He's put his car on pole and the front row on many occasions in IRC. So we'll probably be looking at these drivers putting their cars in probably like 143.5 or 143.2 or something around that time maybe. Do you think they can go to a 142? Is that possible with the track conditions?
What's practice times? I can't. Is it 143?
143.8. That's what he's put on right now.
Ooh. I would say the limit is 43 flat if that's the time setting. Unless he messed up, I would say okay. Okay, I'll be bold. I think they can get a sub 143.
Starmax, could you cover for me a few minutes? I have an emergency that I need to take.
Yep. So as you see, Mink on his lap, about to enter the third sector. Very good lap so far as he... Sorry.
Yeah, I think. Oh, what a crash that was!
Yeah, he's lucky to not DNF there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, we can hear. We can hear Mink's live commentary from your end, StarMax. Your brother's not having good qualifying so far. It's already 10 minutes into quali almost, and he's not yet set a lap. Jumping into the pits right now, and I think, like you said earlier, I think sub 143s, high 42s is definitely possible. I did notice Aerodev. He was taking the esports time trial line just now out of no name corner. You know the part where like just as soon as you cross the curb, there's a bit of tarmac, a green strip.
AstroTurf.
Yeah, the AstroTurf. Yeah, that's what I don't know.
Onto Puhan, no?
Yes, onto Puhan. So
yeah, that is very hard to get because it's not track surface that's hard to get because you're so close with track limits.
Yes, he was just like kissing the white line as he was making it through that section. And yeah, it was. I think he was on a pretty fast lap and probably might have invalidated out of Puhan.
No, it's so easy to invalidate in Spa, bro. It absolutely infuriates me.
Like
especially when you do TT every time, it's so hard to set a lap. The track itself isn't the hardest. it's the length of it that makes it so long that gives you so many corners and so much time to make mistakes. It's really, really hard track to master, at least in a one lap basis.
While I agree with you on that, it's also one of the most rewarding tracks when you nail these corners absolutely right. It's not just in terms of lap times per se. It looks so satisfying. Yes, exactly. When you just kiss those track limits at the like when you're in the extreme edge of lose like invalidating that lap, especially through Puhan. It's easily my most favorite corner in the entire F1 game.
While I would like to agree with you, Dan, I would say there's a track that already takes that place in my heart. It is easily Saudi Arabia, the most satisfying track or the most like rewarding track in the game.
Yeah, well, street circuits are not my thing, so yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're not on the same page there. Yes, exactly. Amount of
press. Get a wheel, dude. Once you get a wheel, you figure out how Jeddah is the best track on the game.
Well, that may be true, but then yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's if in that sense, I'm Spa's for me it's a more favorable track because not many S sections except for you can't say it's really an S section because the turns are not that fast flowing.
Yeah, you don't go turn to turn as much as Jeddah. Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, and look at Aerodev. He set a 43.1 on a set of mediums. That's a mad time.
We underestimated when I said just a sub 23.
43, you mean?
43. What am I saying?
Yeah, I mean this man is crazy enough, and I'm pretty sure he can do even a sub 42 if he went on a set of softs right now. At this point I don't know if it's him or if it's the Xbox platform itself that's causing so much difference in lap time.
I think for this track the curbs are pretty compliant because I think Xbox you can't for most people anyways don't take the first curb in the after chemistry. Most of the curbs that are taken in PC are also taken in Xbox, so I think it's just Aerodev being super fast. I mean, other than that, there's also the problem where PC technically has more downforce also. That's why like in PC, for example, Portimao, you only have to run like 7 or 8 rear wing, right? These guys have to run I think 10 or 11 rear wing. Even wheel people. So yeah.
That surely mean a lot of sacrifice in the top speed area. And look at that contented Mink. I think he's binned it out of Radeon. Yeah, I can see him beach there. So Lando Norris moment. I think Bobby also had a moment there. I think we failed to bring it up. I did notice a bit earlier. But yes,
you can take us through this lap. I think it's about to start or finish a lap.
And look at this
42.7.
42.7s. That is indeed a great lap.
I think ERS region won't be a problem. Look at his ERS. After we finish one full hot lap, we're still well over 50%.
Yeah, ERS recovery is pretty decent on this track. You think it's like around you gain around 10% every lap, 10 or 5 to 10%. If you don't use it throughout the lap or just restrict it to within the corners itself. And I think that's Pasty coming behind Pre. Yes, that was yep, he's just he's not on a lap. I think he's on an hot lap. So right now we just have 3 drivers on their hot laps. PG103, the Red Bull driver Catty. I think Catty is in the lead. Is one of the leaders in the drivers title, if I'm not wrong.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't caught up on their standing. I'll go look it up.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, as far as I've seen, Catty is a pretty quick driver.
He's quick, but he misses races and he sometimes does mistakes in the race also.
And he's also been marred by incidents like unforced errors, basically. Sorry, not unforced. Sorry, what am I saying? Forced errors. other people crashing into him some of the races. So that's also not been a good thing for him. But I really hope Spa gives him a better result.
Yeah, so currently leading is Saturday 262 points. Second is Simply with 238. Third is Spa de Francorchamps with 205. Fourth is Getty with 200.
So with one race to go, the championship is still wide open, and I think PG, he invalidated his lap just
Actually,
then.
I hate to correct again, Dan. There's still one more race.
So like I said, with one race left to go. I mean, including this, we have 2 races. So the championship is still wide open. 62 points for the grab. I think it might. If Aerodev manages to grab the win, I think he will be taking the championship.
Yes.
So, all to fight for here for the guys. I think, who did you say was in P2 again?
Simply.
Yeah, so Simply YT.
Consistently races. I don't think he's ever missed a race for IRC.
Yeah, this man, I think he's just trying to get out of that P4 position, trying to break that Arsenal curse of his football fans. You would know that reference I made.
Yes.
Let's hope he also has a good race, hopefully free of incidents. We know what any sort of incident does to this guy. And he's what was that? The game gave him a time of 2 minutes for an outlap. Not sure what that was.
No. That lap was on Inters. He went out on Inters for fun.
No. The game just showed a time of like this 2-minute thing. It came up after he finished. After he started his hot lap. Like just as he started. There might be a bug.
I think he could have backed off and then realized that he couldn't pit and come out in time.
Oh, that's a beautiful line that he's taken through these curves. This corner is really a pretty tricky one, and I think he's trying to go for a double apex. No, he didn't. He went really wide there. I think he's gonna miss a few attempts
here.
And again, tries to take esports line.
But I think that actually made him lose time rather than gain, because he touched the grass a few times.
He's definitely losing time. He lifted through Puhan, so should be.
I think he have to lift through Puhan in this game.
He did lift through Puhan.
You have to in this game.
No. You can definitely go for like just at the entry you can barely lift off, but midway through the corner it's fully flat. I think he might have feared a bit of oversteer, and right now he's making his way through Blanquimont, probably 310 Ks. So he approaches the bus stop, has to brake now, and I think he was barely there just then, and there he goes. It's the traction right, I hope, and will set a time of 43. Okay, flat 43.042 is not bad. Definitely do better, but I don't think he'll have the time. We have yet just 20 seconds left into the session, and
his Aerodev is insane. On mediums, let me check. Go.
Can we go on board Aerodev, please? Yeah, there we go. This man is also making his way through Blanquimont, almost invalidates if I'm not mistaken, and he's almost about to hit the bus stop, and well, he will definitely be improving, but let's see where it puts him. This and does not I think he might have had a moment. He was 8 seconds off his best time, so that's a set of softs wasted, unfortunately. And my we are seeing 2 Alfa Romeos in blocking out the first 2 positions. Probably getting tier 1 vibes here.
Give me a sec, I'll be back.
Sorry? Yeah, I did not catch it there, StarMax, but yes, Kapil and Harry would be proud. Well, Kapil at least, because Harry, I don't think he's going to be that active in the tier anymore. Seeing that this man has gotten a career, I mean, he's sorted right now with his stuff, personal stuff, and I'm not going to delve too much into that, but he will be probably missing out on a few races. But yes, it looks like the pros he's setting a purple sector 2, and probably might be looking to don't catch how much by how much he was improving on, but let's see. Takes a really good line through Blanquimont. It was pretty tight, if you ask me. Should have gained 20 milliseconds there itself as he approaches bus stop. Takes the inside curb quite well. Keeps his car within the tarmac, and yes, what a time of 42.370. That's an astonishing lap by this Alfa Romeo driver, and I think most of the drivers will be going to the pits right now, and I think if PG has set his fastest lap on this set of tires, then he will be having a lot of trouble during the race, because he's already in the top 10 in P7, and he, like I said, okay, I guess we just have to wait and see. I think we might have a better idea if we take a look at the race director. I think he went and did a Kimi Räikkönen just then. Yep. And Kimi Räikkönen moment by an Aston Martin driver, and we see Simply YT doing the obvious tire conservation thing by taking it really slowly, just taking in the sights of Belgium. I don't know which place this is in right now. This track is in right now. Starmax, do you know where this track is located in Belgium? It looks like Starmax is out of commission for the moment, and yep, going solo this time, and yep, there we go. The session is over, and pretty soon we will be having the quali results up in the screen, and it's still waiting on the game, and there we go. The Pro has the fastest lap of this session with a 42.370, followed by Simply Fighty, his Alfa Romeo teammate, who will, I think he set it off, and yeah, you can quickly go through the race director. Take your time through the incidents if you can. I don't think we do have enough time left. So Simply YT sets a lap of 43.04, followed by Aerodev, who failed to set a faster lap on that set of softs in his last hot lap. So hopefully he will be looking to make improvements, gain a few positions in the starting of the race. Knowing this driver, he will be trying to go for that pounce, and well, the weather looks a bit dull. Knowing Spa, there will be we should expect a bit of rain. Let's see.
There will be a 5-minute break.
Oh, a 5-minute break for what?
To set up their cars and give their hands a rest.
Alright, I thought that break was just a minute long. Usually, that's how we do it in the PC tiers. Just give me just a second. I will be right back. Oh, damn.
What are your predictions, by the way, Dan?
Yeah, sorry. I was just responding to the messages on our Discord. And yeah, my predictions for the race. For lap 1, I think we will have 1 or 2 incidents. Maybe a DNF out of Oroch. Yeah, it's a tricky lap. It's a tricky track to get it absolutely right. The curbs will definitely be a problem. So yeah, I expect one DNF at least in lap 1. For the race results, I think it's an easy win for Aerodev. I'm going with him all the way. Think P2 and P3 will be blocked out by the Alfa Romeo boys. These guys have shown a tremendous amount of pace for they are capable of showing tremendous amount of pace. I think the Pro will be the closest contender to Aerodev, seeing the hot lap that he put in. And let me take a moment to welcome another co-commentator, Nandu Bhai, aka Ink. How are you doing, man?
Hello, Dan. All good, all good. How was the quali? How was the quali?
Well, in quali, I saw a man beat my own time, which you were because of which you were shouting at all the people in IRC to nerf me. So Pre the
Yeah,
Pro set a lap of 42.33, which is pretty much faster than most of our PCF1 boys' time trial times. So yeah, it was a pretty insane lap.
What was the time though?
Like a 42.3.
Oops. That's
Yeah.
good. That's quick.
Yes, pretty insane lap. Again, Aerodev was on a hot lap. Like he did go for a stint on the softs, but I think he had a moment somewhere through the lap, and yeah, he did not set a faster time. So I think he will be starting on the mediums because his fastest lap was set on the mediums. He will be starting in P3. So
Interesting.
yeah, the Alfa Romeo boys have blocked out P1 and P2. So I think, yeah, I think some team play might be coming in. Might see Simply YT trying to block Aerodev so that Pre the Pro gets the win and Simply YT narrows down that lead that Aerodev has on him in the driver's title. And there we go. Aerodev and HB. Aerodev, HB, Catty, Contented Mink, and Axel Bobby are the drivers going on a set of mediums. And P8 to P10, it's pretty obvious because they didn't set a lap at all. I think Catty might have, not sure, but Contented Mink and Bobby DNF'd.
They didn't. Both of them, the 9 and 10 didn't set a lap.
All right, so yeah, so that's what I said. They did DNF in Oroge, right?
Yeah, both of them, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what. Oh, what just happened?
No. Well,
A small technical issue. We'll be right back.
Yep. Can we move on to that? Yep. There it is.
Yes, Nutria, guys. So just hold on.
Yes,
Yeah. We will be right back as soon as Nutria sorts out his Xbox Live issue. Well,
just Xbox things. Actually, no, same for PS also. Console things.
yeah, it's a pain to.
Master things, no?
No. Xbox Live is usually. Actually, it could be both. Could be internet things also. Anyways, let's chat about this week's coming. This week is an exciting week for motorsport. We have the F1 Azerbaijan Grand Prix and also the 24 Hours of Le Mans, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
Anybody gonna watch the Le Mans? I haven't really followed it, but I think I'm gonna try to watch my first ever Le Mans properly. Any guys?
I don't really follow Le Mans. The only motorsports I follow are F1 and MotoGP. MotoGP also not so much these days since my favorite driver Marc Marquez is pretty much out of it. Has been out of it since the last 2 seasons, especially after his injury. He was on a Lewis Hamilton like hunt sort of thing, like for
Run
the
of form.
not run of form. You can say he was about to break the record for the most number of world championships gained by a single rider, but that injury in Jerez.
Who's right now?
The highest, I think it is Valentino Rossi. I think they both are equaled on the number of world championships.
The Schumacher Hamilton vibes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but then after that injury, it's never been the same for him, and
both unable to fight after equaling.
Which place?
Yeah.
Well, that's our chat over as the stream is back.
And Aerodev has taken the jump on Simply YT. So yep, it's sort of like how I predicted it, and I think
that's like a Seb move there on Lewis Hamilton. Without the two, I'll play like racing points behind.
Yeah.
It is a Ferrari engine versus Merc engine.
Yeah.
And Simply YT has dropped down to P4 already. I think Nutra, can we get the position detail on board, please?
Yes. I think going about Simply, he's getting eaten up by everyone. Yeah, this is fine.
He might have gotten some damage.
Let us go on board him then.
No, actually, does he have damage on the right end plate?
I can't see it.
I
Right
doesn't-
end plate? No, it's
yeah,
fine.
It's fine. I think he didn't have a good start. That's all, plain and simple.
I was about to say something and realized it's unprofessional. So you guys know what I was gonna say. We do have fun around here.
So all
They're
the
for mediums up to P2.
so it looks like Bobby is the only driver who's not. I mean, who's had the worst start so far. Look at how far behind he is from the rest of the field. And Aerodev and Pasty definitely did gain 2-3 positions. And there we see HB and Contented being going side by side. HB breaks a tad bit late and manages to make that move stick. What an outstanding move that was! I think Contented being just almost looked like he just gave way to the Red Bull driver there, in spite of both drivers being on the same tires.
compound. Yep.
But I think if you're on mediums, your main focus is just to keep a consistent pace and not fight anyone. Because if you get involved in fights, it's gonna ruin your overcut.
It's I think this man did what
Yeah,
happened
looks
was
like looks like he had damage.
yeah, probably something that a spectator cannot see, because
Yep.
there's a bit of damage that is given by the game, that a small chip of the end plate. And yes, we did see Pre the Pro going wide on that corner, and it looks like he is running with ABS off, one of the few drivers maybe in this tier. And
Actually, I think most have ABS. Most at least like 4 or 5 have
oh,
ABS off.
all right. So, well, the TierX boys have me completely dumbfounded there. I underestimated the whole lot of them. And yep, we are experiencing
From my own experience, the assists do get harder once you move from Xbox to PC. But at the end of the day, they still had to go through the process of learning it, so I have to give them credit for that.
So one surprising thing to note is Aerodev. I think he is running a lower downforce setup than Pre the Pro. He is not using any ERS. He is on a set of mediums, and he is gaining. I think he gained a 10th and a half just in that straight alone. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And yep, DRS is on in this lap, and if Pre the Pro does not pull out that gap from Aerodev, he will be having a lot of trouble for the rest of his stint. Looks like.
Yeah,
Hey Dan, sorry to interrupt you guys. Could you just check the audio settings a bit? The game audio is not there.
Are you sure? I think the audio. I just unmuted the audio. Should be up by now.
Bro, yeah, there isn't any audio from Twitch.
Sorry for the difficulty, guys. SJ, can you increase my volume a little bit too?
Yeah, the audio is. I mean, it is audible on YouTube. You guys just double check it once, please. It's
Carry on.
it's all good. Okay, thank you, Deepak.
Yeah, carry on.
Sorry for the minor interruption, guys. As we see, Eredith still hot on the heels of Pre the Pro. He is hanging on very well despite it being on the slower compound, at least for now. Sooner or later, the sauce will wear off, and that is what we call a crossover point, where the leaders will become faster. So let's see how long can Eredith hang on, because if he keeps hanging on like this is an easy victory for him.
Well, that is too early to predict the race win, I would say. You never know.
Oh, that's why I added the if.
Yeah. But still, you never know.
Yes.
Small chance.
Aerodev is one of those drivers who's known to keep it consistent, and we already have an incident, and that is Axel Bobby. I think, yep, it is out of that second set of chicanes. I don't know what corner this is, and this is absolutely insane what I'm seeing here. This man just set the fastest lap on a set of mediums, 3-lap old mediums. Wow.
HB though is on a cert, on a charge, yes, that's the word.
On a charge, and yep,
chasing
and
down soft runners. But Wink also isn't far off of him, within 1 second gap, so I think through the detection is 1 second. Mink also should get TierX to hang on to this pack.
Yeah, I think if HB just manages to keep behind Mist for 2-3 more laps, he will be moving ahead of Mist. And I think he barely. Yep, the stream is a bit laggy. Just can't do much about it, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. And yep, it's lagging again. So yeah, if HB, like I said, if he manages to, if HB manages to keep himself close to Mist, I think he will be making. And Mink is already died, and we have a safety car. And yep, I think it's not the ideal time for any of these drivers to pit right now. Otherwise, for the considering their strategy at least. Otherwise,
yeah, but I think it'll help the Simply and Axel Bobby a lot because they're like 26 seconds behind the leaders, so it'll be good for them to close that gap and be with the pack.
Yes, very true. And there we go. We see two drivers, the P1 and P2 and P3. Everybody's going into the pits.
Top 5 pitting. Top 6.
So is PG also going to go into the pits? Yes, he is. He is making his way into the pit lane, and yep. So every driver is pitted. Pre is gone for the Aerodev is gone for the hards. Pre is gone for the mediums. HP is gone on a set of softs. Okay.
There's really no point not pitting because since there's the safety car, you might have to go for the full stop. So
that is close call there.
Oh, everything went on the hard. I was actually expecting to go into the soft, so you can do soft and soft. Interesting.
Won't the mediums last though till the end?
No, but he started on mediums. The problem.
My bad.
But there's a trick you can do, but I don't know if you want to do it. You put on a random compound and do one that pit again.
Yeah.
To serve, but also
that'll cost the grid position though. Massively.
But I think I would say that works best at Spa because Spa is such an easy track to overtake at. But we'll see what's behind his strategy because we can't just sit here and make calls. They might have a better understanding of what's going on there.
Well, as you said, like it might be easy for Aerodev as he has like massive pace advantage that on a harder compound.
But he has to be careful though. With hards, Orush is a bit sketchy. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, not cut. Like it's sketchy and like too much bumpy too. Like doesn't make it like.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you again. Can you just carry the comms for a bit? I will be right back.
Sure.
So where were we, StarMax?
The hards making the track a bit more bumpy.
Yeah, no, not the hards, but the track in general. I think the bus stand section and that Orush Radion sections are too much bumpy.
True. Braking will be very tricky on the hards.
So if you don't have smooth steering and acceleration, you'll almost DNF in that.
Braking is so important to brake stably, like in unstable conditions. If you're bumping and braking, easy lock up.
Yeah,
and if you lock up,
harder for ABS often.
True. And if you lock up at bus stop, you just go straight. And you lose a lot of time to correct yourself. And if you try to cut the corner, you get time penalty. Bus stop chicane is one of the worst corners to overshoot. Well, you won't exactly DNF, you will lose a lot of time.
And gain penalty too.
Yes, that
gain. As we can see, drivers weaving under the safety car, but Aerodev refuses to weave now.
I think there'll be one more lap. I'll tell you one thing though.
Yeah.
F1 2021, the safety car restarts were quite erratic. I had this league race in Bahrain where the car was already in the third sector and there was no safety going into the pits. Suddenly, while we were in the third sector, a random car joined in, and right before we turned into the last corner, a safety car into the pit.
Well, that happened in the tier race too, actually, tier 3 race last Sunday. I was in P2 behind the driver called Logesh. So we took the Bahrain last corner. Right after that, the safety car went in. We were like, okay, what's happening? And I sort of had small flashbacks from the last season of Bahrain because
Oh yes.
yeah, two
Then
drivers DNF
luckily
right
isn't
away.
here.
Like okay, not again. So luckily, no incidents happened. So this
Mm.
thing I think is a new bug introduced by the bug masters.
Mm.
Well, we are glad and thankful for them.
Oh wait, yeah, I just realized the league race I was talking about was IRC tier 1. What am I saying?
Wow, Star Max.
I completely forgot.
It happened in tier one. I
Yeah,
think I missed that race.
it's the one where between me and Moto incident and that safety car.
Yeah, yeah, we know that. But I forgot. I didn't catch that safety car moment, I guess.
Yeah. I think for now we can just run through the tires
Why
that
is
people have
Bobby
chosen.
still so slow though?
No,
Should he have
I'll
got
tell you why
by
he's so
now?
slow. He's trying to conserve his tires.
On
Basically,
so
he
soft.
has he has
But I don't
incentive
think the softs will run for like 12 to 13 laps now.
he has the incentive
Wait,
of doing this.
16
The
laps.
slower
My bad.
the
16,
slower
15
he
laps.
joins, the longer the safety car will go. The lesser the tire wear. So he could just be doing this on purpose for that to help him.
Yep, the drivers are so closely packed now.
I think HB is trying to go for a two-stop.
HP is in P5. Let us see. I think they'll be banking on another safety car. Oh, yep, the safety car is in this lap now,
I
and
think
let
it's
us see how the restart will happen.
I think it's forced to be in this lap because this is the third lap on the safety car already.
Yeah, I think Axel Bobby might be catching up the pack on the right
He
moment
got
to
he got
speed up
already. Yeah.
tires. Yep, he has caught up to the pack. As we
Three.
see the pro weaving in sector 3. When do you think he'll be gunning it down though?
I think after
Bus
it's
stop.
very weird. Some people like to do right after Bronchimo, or some people like to leave it right to the very end. But one thing is that you shouldn't start going at corner exit or else you will spin.
Yep, I found that corner, bus stop corner also traction
Did he
limited.
go already?
Yep, and we have
No, no, no. Hasn't
yep,
gone.
yep, that
Oh no,
is
yes.
throttle. You can take the comms.
Yes. As we see Eredev trying to break a bit later than Breather Pro, trying to stick very, very close to him.
As we see PG getting 5-second penalty in the pit entry. Wonder why it
Mist
didn't go.
Mist also had a bit of an oversteer moment. Let's
Yep.
see. Will Eredev
Oh,
two
HP.
tenths.
Aerodev.
Will
Really
he go
close
for
to
the
the
move?
hearts. Will he? I think he will take it. Oh, wait. What happened there? HB. He died
Oh no, what happened here? Another commentator's curse. Beautiful. Oh, so how is Eredev not ahead? I really expected him to go ahead. I
I
think Peter
think.
Pro defended like hell.
No, no, the tire compound. No, into the braking, you will have much more grip in with the mediums than the hards.
True,
You
but
can
at
break
the
a bit
start,
more late.
at the start of Kimmo Straight is only 210, so I thought Stream could really help. But I
Yep,
guess we'll see. Maybe you could have overtaken and just breathe the Pro just outbroke him.
yep. Pasty will be looking down the front two, top two
Yeah,
runners and hoping they collide and he'll get the win.
he
Or
has to be
they'll
careful
get.
though to not get any time penalties. He has a 3 second already.
He has a 3 second. Okay, I forgot.
I think you can change the time penalties. You can see what are the penalties people have.
Priya, can we see the penalties, please?
And then give some time because it's a bit of delay. So,
Yep.
not much change in the grid other than that
The
simply is up
front.
to P5.
Yep,
How?
the top three are within 5 tenths to each other. Then separated by Mist, who was 2 seconds behind
How is
Pasty.
how is simply going from second last to P5?
Well, he has that pace. He has a skill.
True.
Let us not underestimate him.
But yeah, he's the kind of guy that when he finds opportunity, he grabs it with two hands and doesn't let go.
Well, I think both the hands will be on the wheel right now.
Well, that is the opportunity, driving the car.
Yeah. Sorry for the bad words.
It is okay. But Cat is hot on his heels, and they're both on the similar tire, but Catty's tire is one
Wait,
lap less
did
older.
Catty just? Or- He
Oh,
almost crashed, no? Last lap.
that's HB, that's
Oh,
HB.
okay, 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 my bad. Red Bull drivers. The three-way fight for P5 now, or P4?
Four,
Yeah, four-way fight.
four.
Looks like I'm
Oh,
being very
will
enthusiastic Will he
That
send
he
it down
should.
the inside and he sends it down the inside into the corner downhill?
What
And
a
Catty makes.
madman!
Yep, that is
What a
great hit
madman!
by Catty over simply.
This young man has balls of steels. Steel. No, you don't understand. That's so hard to overtake.
Yep,
So, this guy uses ABS off as well, by the way,
that is very, very
because
interesting.
that corner is so hard to not lock up at. What a move! That has to go in the season summary or video or something like that.
I think
He,
he himself might be uploading that after the race.
yeah, he's high on adrenaline after completing that. He needs to clear Mist quickly though, so that he doesn't get eaten up by simply if Mist is going too slow.
Yes, as we have Deepak Bhai in chat,
Anyway,
playing comedy
I
with a
think
K.
Catty might send one down in here. Or
Not.
too far, too far.
Yep. He seems to be much more confident on the
Oh,
break.
he actually no, he actually went a bit too deep. That's why simply is a lot closer now.
Yep, as we have Breather Pro setting the fastest lap and we have DRS enabled. And now HB sets the fastest lap of 146.320 on the fresh softs. Who is in P8 currently, 1.7 seconds behind Axel Bobby.
Is DRS on?
It is on this lap, yep.
Oh yeah, Mist is done
Can
for.
you go on board Aerodev? Yep.
Okay, oh yeah,
Right behind the Breather and makes an easy move for
I
the
think
lead.
Catty also made the move. Will Mist get double overtaken? No, he won't. Yeah, Mist won't. Yeah, no.
Never know actually. Simply 2 tenths down. Will he be making a move? 1
No, I
tenth?
saw.
No.
Yeah, because if by the halfway through, if you're 4 tenths behind, high chance you won't make it.
Yeah. But you never know with the wings levels they try, no?
True. So
And you can
now
lose a lot of time and speed over that corner on the wing.
Aerodev is the madman. He's pulling away on hard tires.
I have no words for him. He's the most quickest.
Bro, I really want to see space on F122 when it's on
Yep, the
what's it,
crossplay.
crossplay. I
Yeah.
really want to see how he stacks up against PC F1 drivers.
I think he'll be easy tier 1 and will be challenging for the
Oh yeah,
win.
no, easy tier one. I would say at least 3 people here. This is tier 1, 3 to 4 people. Then yeah, 3 to 4. Aerodev is definitely one of them. Easy recommendation, Aerodev and Breather Pro. The other two can be anybody else, honestly. There's quite a few
Oh, he
who are
says
very good.
on hearts.
No, actually, to be fair, he had a brilliant sector 1 because of the slipstream and DRS.
But now Breather Pro will be in pressure by Pasty because if he loses the DRS, he'll be on attack by Pasty.
Simply is also under pressure from Bobby. I think you can go with Bobby. Bobby might overtake him. Because Simply doesn't have DRS ahead of him.
And that is a look like HB retires in sector 1. I think that is Orush incident. Can we go behind? How can we? Oh, yeah. Oh, that is too far behind, I guess. As we
Blossom
can
one,
see it.
Blossom one.
Yeah. Sadly, is that a
It's
safety
Orush. It's Orush.
car?
Guys, Simply YT is also DNF just then. Oh,
What?
yeah. As the screen is, like, while the screen is frozen,
Yep,
I think
yep.
you can take a
That-
nice long
yeah,
look at it.
What is happening?
Yeah. And that's another safety car. Oh
Dude,
wow.
So my guess is, HP crashed out. Car didn't ghost.
No. They both DNF'd in 2 different corners.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. HP crashed out. Still is on the track.
Yeah.
And Simply crashed into him.
No.
No, I told you, they 2 different corners.
Oh, really?
Orush, HB DNF'd. After the main straight, simply DNF'd. I think he might have caught
After
up
main straight or Camel straight?
that camel straight. I'm sorry, I'm
Oh,
really bad at
after
He
that.
he
Yeah,
DNF'd into Lecom. At the exit of Lecom.
How do you DNF there unless you put too much throttle and
yeah.
spin?
No, there might have been some incident though. He
Yeah,
wasn't
the-
close by it though, right?
The outside curb is a little sketchy, so if he had just
Yeah, I
gone
think-
on a,
Spin to the right and hit the barrier.
should be that.
Can we
What have
check
happened?
Bobby if it would damage? Then you can see if there any incident. Go on board Bobby. Check if there's any damage.
Yep, I think we will have to. Oh, okay. That was quite quick.
As we have top 5
Yeah,
pitting.
let's stay on Bobby. I want to see if he
Yeah.
changes his wing. Because both of these guys were very close. when the incident happened.
To each other something.
Yeah. I want to see if he changes wings.
Not.
No. Interesting. We'll have to go ask him about it later.
So at this point in the race, after Simply YTs and HBs, DNFs, it's every driver for himself. No teammates, nothing. Yes.
Yep, that is interesting, William. Yep, they are right there, Dan.
Yeah, and I think Axel Bobby might have picked up another warning there. Unwanted warning for sure. Very careless of him. Yeah, but yeah, you do tend to make such a mistake. His softs might not have gone up to temperature quick enough, or you just might have taken the wrong line there. It's the latter that is more likely. And now these drivers just have to wait on PG, and I think he is also going into the pits. It's a proper waste of a good set of mediums. But yeah, he's got nothing to lose really at this point. Can afford to go since he's already in P7 anyway. So at least now he'll be closer to grid. So another fighting chance for this man. What do you think, guys?
Yep, indeed. Now with, I think it'll be like 7 or 8 laps of racing now after the safety car.
I think I think we'll have 10 laps because
yep, 10, my bad, 10
it will go in by lap 12. I really don't know what's causing this buffering. But we'll have to wait. Unfortunately, it's not in our hands. We just have to pray to Airtel or whichever ISP Nutria is using. Just pray, hope that please give us some bandwidth.
Has lost the position to Breather Pro and Pasty and in the pits.
Interesting. I did not notice that.
Yep, and Breather Pro is on fresh mediums. While all the others are on softs, apart from PG10.
So these softs will not last that many laps, if you ask me. 10 laps of racing. By now itself, they would be having 4 to 5% of tire wear on the fronts. So with 10 laps of racing, it's like 5% every lap, 5 to 7%. So their tires will be dead. They would be having enough grip left by the time the penultimate lap is arrived at. It'll be pretty tough going. Let's just hope. Pre has to hope that even if the overtake is made in the first, he just has to stick close to the DRS of these guys because that effect is pretty powerful on this track. But he's got sector 2 to keep in mind because that is where he will lose out on a lot of lap time in the first 2-3 laps after the car safety car goes in.
Wait, I'm a bit confused. How did Eridev lose 2 positions?
In the pits, I guess. I think he got held up or something. Or did he pick up a damage into the pits?
He is a Williams driver. He is on a Williams, so the pit box is in the beginning, and every driver was coming in one after the other. So he should have been held up by 2-3 drivers. That's my
last one. I guess what? I guess you mean during exit?
No, the first one into the entry.
No, that is Mercedes now. Williams is the last.
Williams is the last.
All right. Okay.
Yep. So I think he picked up a damage into this thing or something, into the pits. All of a sudden, see how he lost 2 positions into the pits.
Not really sure. We were on board PG at that moment, so yeah. And the only thing we can do right now is speculate, but I don't think it should be a problem for this guy. He's on a set of softs. 10 laps of racing to go. Yeah.
This might be very much on the edge at the end.
If we have like 2-second pace advantage, I think that'll cover up a bit, or at least help
2 seconds.
I think Aerodev at this point
with
could go.
And mediums though, in the start.
Is it that much really?
I don't think it's 2 seconds.
Almost.
I think it's 1 second.
1 to 1.5 seconds. But yeah, I was coming to this point that I think Aerodev with one tires, with one softs could anyway go faster than Pre the Pro, because this man is like, you know, he's doing all, he's on some kind of, you know, special magic right now. He's we did see in the first
got the G fuel.
I don't know what that means. I'm
Wait,
really
do you know what G fuel is?
I'm a boomer, so yeah, that's
Okay.
it's part of the package.
It's basically like energy formula.
Alright.
Formula is in drink.
Yep, there we have it. There is a restart.
And yes, I think Pre the Pro is off already, and oh, I don't think he's built up enough of gap. Pasty will be having that superior grip. Oh, they're going side by side, and I think yes, that is easily Pasty's corner. And as he locks up, Pre gets a switch back into him, and
oh, not really, no. Oh, he just gets the better exit mainly because he's on softs.
Yeah, but it almost looked like a switch back. Yep, but they're going side by side.
Was the overtake really worth it? Because he might be easily eaten up here. Let's see what he does to defend.
The drivers are waving around aggressively, all spamming their ERS.
That's 3 wide into the corner.
Oh, and Pasty! Yes! Oh, I just hope they ghost in. Oh, thank goodness. If the ghosting hadn't come on time, we would have seen 2-3 drivers getting taken out.
I'm not gonna lie, he did a mistake of not deploying his ERS early enough.
And it's arrow they went to the wall! Oh no! Oh! What is this going to be a defining moment in the championship? Wow! Doesn't look like he has damage, but he should be having some invisible damage. Something we as spectators cannot see.
Clearly.
Yeah. He should be.
Yep, there should be some damage.
Should be going into the pits right now. Oh yeah, I can definitely see it. He's slowing down so much. He's having so much understeer. I mean, it isn't very obvious, but yeah, there is a bit of understeer going into the corners. Oh no, what's happened?
I think that makes the championship much more interesting now. Seeing Pre the Pro leading and they're having a bit more bad race for now.
Pre the Pro, I don't think he'll be taking the lead because
not the lead, but he'll close.
Yeah, I think he'll take second. I think he'll take second.
P2 maybe.
Close second. He'll be close to second. He'll be close to second. I think second is 228, but simply and Pre the Pro is 200 right now. Can double check for you.
Can you see the standing? And
yeah, Pre the Pro 205. Pre the Pro is 205. Simply is 238.
Yep. So Aerodev has pitted for another set of softs. I think he might have picked up some damage with that in that altercation with Pasty. And yep, that's pretty much ruined his race. We'll have to see each driver's POV to see exactly. I mean to know exactly who did wrong.
I think if I'm honestly speaking, it's a racing incident. It's 3 wide into the corner. That was never going to work, and none of them backed out.
That is one effect. But I think that Williams thrown into the McLaren.
Maybe the McLaren could have braked a little earlier, seeing that if Aerodev did I mean based on where he was braking, he was definitely going a bit wide into that the first corner.
Yeah, then he will crash into Pre the Pro. So I think Aerodev was screwed. Well, he was stuck in middle. If he brake too early, he will just lose the position. If he brake too late, he will crash into Pre.
Yeah,
so 3 wide is just not the way to go there.
And as Starmax indicated earlier, like Pasty should have deployed his ERS much more
earlier.
Yep.
Especially.
Oh, Catty. Yes.
Continue.
Sorry, I was just about to say that Catty was trying to get the DRS from Pre, so he slowed down considerably. But I think he will still be maintaining behind the Alfa Romeo driver here. But he's deliberately going slow just so that he gets the DRS through Kemil.
All of a sudden, Bobby is up for a podium, but his penalty missed be up for a podium now.
Yeah, he missed his 3 seconds.
And that's
3.1.
Catty picked up another 3-second penalty.
Oh no! Catty just shot himself in the foot. That 3 second is going to be so costly near the end.
As Catty overtakes Pre the Pro, that's an easy DRS move.
Yeah.
As
But
Pasty and PG are changing positions.
Ooh, I think there was almost a 2-wide moment into Licom.
Seems
2
like
wide is still able to take. 3 wide is just impossible.
Yeah.
2-wide itself is sketchy though.
Yeah, 2 wide is very sketchy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
both
a
drivers picked up penalties. So,
Interesting.
yep, Pacey is also out of this race based on the number of penalties. So, if Pre still keeps up with Catty within that DRS, and yep, just as I said, he fell out of DRS range, and he's back in, and he's back out, and yeah, anything
Does he
more?
have damage though?
No, I don't think he does. If
Touch
he's
that
putting that kind of
big
pace.
ball.
If he has that kind of pace, I doubt he has damage. And I don't think.
See, 1 point he lost 5 tenths in that corner now. 6 tenths,
Uh,
make it 6 tenths.
Which part of the track is he at?
Sector 3.
Those corners are meant to. If you're mediums, you lose a bit of time because corner entry, corner exit.
But now he's
There's-
8 tenths behind.
There's also this
Okay.
thing that Pre the Pro is definitely running a higher downforce setup because he was losing so much time in all these straights in spite of having a toe and a toe basically. I did notice that Aerodev without using any ERS was gaining considerably in to Pre during the first few laps, and as we were talking about the Williams driver, he sets the fastest lap. Most probably he will be unbeaten for the rest of the race, so he will be salvaging that 1 point, additional point. Yeah, that's just I think it will keep his championship hopes alive.
But yeah, I think Bobby is clearly faster than Mist, but he has to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes if he wants to keep the podium. So far, he's doing a brilliant job of just creating a decent gap with Mist.
As we are Pasty right behind Mist, who has caught up. I think he caught up at 2 seconds or something in last lap.
Yeah, Bobby really needs these two to fight as much as possible to keep his podium hopes alive.
Easy pass on Mist because Pasty seems to be the quicker man on them now.
Oh yeah.
But up ahead, there's like 6 seconds total, 3 each gap. So will they be fighting? Will they be cheeky and will they be fighting for the DRs though now?
Here.
Let us see that beautiful camera angle.
I think you can just see that basically deliberately braked a bit early there, just to get ready. The guy was gonna do, Mist was gonna do anything. You guys saw that, right?
Yep. As
He was
we have
ready for
Barrier Gaming in the YouTube chat asking how to join the PC League. You must sign up on the website and link your Steam, then you'll be good to go for the league racing.
Yes.
As we have Pasty coming into the Orush.
Is there a Discord link in the YouTube description?
No, well, he is in the.
And Axel Bobby is DNF'd.
Bobby, no. Why?
Bobby was into the podium positions and he's just binned it.
No.
That's very sad.
They'll be praying for safety car.
I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah.
No, Bobby, why?
It is a VS, won't help.
That is so unlucky. His season has been decent, but it's full of unluckiness.
There we have 4 DNFs already in the race, coming in lap 870 of the 22.
Oh, from what I see, I think Creed Pro might be running low on fuel.
Oh, that is Mist spinning into that corner. I forgot the name. I'm really sorry. But
it is Mist now. It is Mist.
Yeah.
Puhan.
No, that corner name. I'm really bad with that.
It's okay. I'm also bad at that.
Yeah.
I still don't know how people manage to remember so many corner names that especially Silverstone. I know Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah.
I know Cops. What is that? Stowe. Those are the 3 corner names and 4 corner names I know.
Well, the only 6 corner names I know is Sector 1 entry, Sector 2 entry, Sector 3 entry, Sector 1 exit, Sector 2 exit, Sector 3 exit. That's it.
That's all you need to know.
It's a thing with these European tracks really. Most of these tracks have such very kind of corner names I don't think we have such a thing for track in any other region. Brazil,
Did India
Asia.
have any?
Senna S.
No, did
Yeah,
India
this one.
Indian Jeep did the Buddha circuit have any names like that for corners?
I really don't know.
I think if you have, will be some Indian and it won't be very
Yeah.
easy for the commentator to say. They'll probably just avoid saying it.
As the drivers go past the Subhash Chandra Bose corner.
Subhash Chandra Bose. Wow.
Something like that. Rajiv Gandhi corner.
So, guys, wait. Sorry to interrupt you once again.
Yeah.
Before we speculate on corner names anymore, I have one thing to share. As it stands, Aerodev will be taking the drivers' championship because right now, he pre the pro. Either way, even if pre the pro wins, Aerodev will be taking home 17 points. So, which means they've
17 P6.
Yeah, P6 has 16 points, so he has the 1 point for fastest lap. So he will be finishing with 279 points, whereas the pro will be finishing with 235 points.
That is WDCC then.
Yeah, WCC is easily Alfa Romeos.
That's so not WCC. WDC is sealed.
WDC, yeah.
Aerodev will be. I mean, he just has to finish this race now. Let's just hope that he doesn't get into any sort of bad incident with Mist.
Oh yeah.
Aerodev has caught up to Mist.
Yes, exactly. Why I mentioned his name now. So yes, and that was Mist going extremely wide there, and
the DRS too.
Yeah, Aerodev just has to keep a calm head and wait for the opportunity which will come in the Camel Straight. Yep.
He'll have to be careful going through the Orush because it has already taken 5 or 4 casualties. 3 actually. Simply crashed in another area.
Yeah, 3.
Yep. I think it will be easy DRS pass for him.
3 10s, yeah, should be.
Mist is almost out of VRS. He's trying to fight this off, but yeah.
Both of them actually under 10%.
Oh, Mist trying to take the inside line, and that was almost an incident.
I think Aerodev didn't deploy DRS. I think Aerodev deployed DRS late. I think C is being open until like halfway through Orush, halfway through Camel Straight.
Yeah, that's surely a visual bug because we saw that during the Bahrain race as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yep, we have 4 laps of racing left. Aerodev is easily going to take the the drivers' championship. But yeah, he won't drop down any positions. Seeing that Mist also got a 3-second penalty. Meanwhile, the pro is just probably hoping that his championship rival DNFs and try at least he hopes to get close down that gap to him.
Can we see the penalties, Nutria? I think the Pro is the only driver who hasn't got any penalty yet.
Oh, yeah, you can see it right here now.
Yeah, but the seconds though.
Okay. Yes.
Because I think Aerodev has overtaken PG10.
Oh, he has.
Oh, yes, he did. Yep. What just happened there? He was 3 seconds behind PG just a minute ago.
PG is on the slower compound. That is also more in laps. I think he could have done that.
Yeah, I think he didn't pit. Oh, he didn't pit though. As Pasty is almost 10 seconds behind the leaders.
No, Nutria, can we get the number of penalties, please? Can we get laps? Okay, cool.
Finally, we can see the penalties. Yep. I think that will be P4. No, not yet.
Oh, Aerodev could get a podium if there's about 3 laps left.
It's 2.
3 laps left, and he only has to gain 5 seconds in 3 laps. That is still a very possible podium for him.
5 seconds, 3 laps is easy.
He's on newer softs, and it's also Aerodev.
Yeah.
So guys, let's place bet. Will Aerodev get podium or no? Who says yes? I say yes.
I say no.
Yes.
What are
Definitely.
you betting on?
Hap, what do you think? Will they get podium?
Seeing that I only have like 30 seconds of experience in this, Aerodev will get a
Please.
podium.
Welcome
Okay.
back, Haphazard.
So, Ink, if you lose, we'll come up with a forfeit for you later. Then you have a forfeit
Say
for
it
us
now.
later
Say it
also.
now. Say it
So,
now.
Wait.
Or
Can't
we'll
say
ask
everything.
the viewers for this thing.
Yes, give a good forfeit that is
Yeah.
doable. Don't give stupid forfeit. Okay,
Ha-
Yeah,
let's
so
see.
explain why Simply has retired, considering that he's in the fight for the championship.
He did not retire.
Spinal, I think.
Yeah.
We didn't catch it on stream. Orush claimed 3 people, simply unknown.
So I wonder if Pri is gonna have some boosted points. Maybe he can bring out a challenge
no,
to
he's
Aero
Aerodev is
next week.
winning this championship as it stands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Pro has caught up to Catty. He's like only 3.1 behind.
Yeah, Catty,
He might
that
have the
that
win.
win is slipping away from his hand slowly.
And I think Cat is one of those drivers that need that win because, of course, he's not had a good season compared to what he's done previously in season 7. So
Yeah,
this win is very important for him as well.
like raw pace was Catty is very good. It's
Saw the
just
cut of you there, but he is under the 3 seconds mark. He
Yeah.
was. No, he's only 3 seconds now. I think
I
that's
think you
a
can go on board
Pre the Pro.
Catty and just see how his tires are. You can go on board and see how he's taking the corners and stuff. Then you can see how his tires are that way.
I think Aerodev has to make up another 2 seconds of time to get into the podium.
Oh,
This is the last
yes.
lap though.
Yeah.
This is the last corner now, no?
Yeah, last one. No.
2.8.
One more lap. Because that is Catty on the last lap.
Yeah, okay. I thought this is the Pro. My bad. I think that's a win as of now for the Pro, who is 2.8 only behind Catty, who has picked up a 3-second penalty.
2 tenths. Let's see what he can do.
Well, the sector 2 is upcoming, so you never know with ABS off and things.
Hmm. I think he can go on board Catty. Nutria, can you please go on board Catty?
Well, Aerodev has only caught up about. He's 5.4 behind Pasty now.
Oh no, yellow flag. What's the yellow flag? Oh, missed. I think it's
that's
missed.
missed. Yep. Who seems to be having a very bad day in Spa.
Come on, Aerodev. Only 1.7 seconds.
Well, you can say
Well,
what the bet is about now.
well,
Oh
you're
no.
saying Mist is having a bad day, but technically he still has P6.
Okay,
so,
never mind. I take back what I said. Aerodev
Oh,
is not
okay,
getting a
yeah,
podium.
Aerodev's not getting a podium.
Well,
Well,
wait. He's 3.8 now. He's 3.7.
no,
Yeah,
it's
but he's
And
got
6.
6
pushing.
seconds.
He got a 3 second
Oh,
penalty.
okay.
He's got 6
See,
seconds now, so
You're
I
so
always win
lucky,
my
Ink.
bets.
it's not
I
gonna
always
work out
win.
anymore. It's not.
Hey guys, I don't think the bet was finalized, huh?
Nah.
No. There's
So
no
can
money involved.
we go on board Catty, please, quickly? He's about to cross the finish line. I think the Pro will take the win now.
Easy.
Yeah,
That's easy
yeah.
for him.
Oh, and Catty narrowly misses out on his first win of the race season, and as the Pro taking the checkered flag. Pasty will come behind to take P3. But the man of the day here today will be Aerodev as he makes it out of the bus stop. There's a
my
small
God.
drift and takes the World Drivers Championship of TierX Season 8. Congratulations, my man. Let's all take a moment to congratulate him, guys. Why am I the only one?
Yes, I think
definitely.
in the VC also.
Yep.
That's well deserved
Well,
for him.
I would like to say that my bet would have worked out if he didn't get a 3 second time penalty.
Yes, he is. He's just 700ths of behind with like that 3 second.
I mean, in my defense, I thought we were talking about Podium in Silverstone tomorrow, not today. So my bet's for tomorrow.
Wait, this is today's tomorrow?
Well, not tomorrow, son.
Next week.
Sorry.
Next
That's what I
weekend,
meant. Yeah, next
I'm
week. Yeah.
living in the future.
Yeah,
Man's gonna know a
exactly.
couple of weeks later.
But I mean, a marvelous performance from Aerodev since the start of the season. He's just, I won't say dominated, but clearly
It is
he
domination. It is
shown-
just utter domination. There's just no other way to put it. Man put default setup. Man did last two firsts.
Wow.
I'm not sure about the last two firsts, but he did do a few races on default setup and stuff like that. It's just utter domination.
Yeah, Nutria, can you quickly... Sorry to interrupt you. Can we quickly grab the race director, please?
Do we invite Erode for an interview also?
Yes, we'll have to do it.
Wait,
yes,
we have to get the race director for the sake of the coordinators and the stewards. Nutria, are you there?
Yes, 1 second.
Yeah. Yep, just run it through it.
Right.
Incidents.
Right, so this is the end of our Belgian Grand Prix. Of course, the standings right now are Pre in P1, Catty in P2, Pasty in P3, Erodiv in P4, PG in P5, Mist in P6, Axel Bobby in P7, Simply YT in P8, HB in P9, and Mink in P10.
Well, P7 to P10, I'm not really sure if they will be awarded points. Yeah. They will get points?
No, they won't.
They won't. Yeah, they didn't finish.
No, it's the new rule is that if they complete the 75% of the race.
Yeah, 75%.
Yeah, they will be getting you even if
No,
they.
Okay, the Nutria, quickly just grab the incidents, please.
Yeah, go the incident. I think no, 75% is only for the full point qualification. I think.
No, boss.
Really?
I'm telling
is
you,
it 90?
the coordinator. Yeah.
Just run through the whole thing.
This is a new rule. Like not the new rule. This is a rule.
Is it a IRC rule or a real F1 rule?
No, IRC rule.
Okay. I was talking about the real one. My bad.
I think even the real one is that. I'm not sure though.
No, I think the real one is like if you run 75% of the race, you'll get full points, but only for the ones who finish the race.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because actually even in this game, if you crash out on the last lap, it will give you the points in the game.
Nice.
In the game, it counts at 90%.
That is good, but in our IRC we have 75% or nothing, or else you'll be getting points if you finish just 75% of the race, even if you DNF. So I think it's time for interview now. Do we have all the drivers here though?
Yeah, I think I'll let Ink and Starmax take, control of the interviews because they've been here for the longest.
I'll interview. Yeah, sure. I will interview Catty. Maybe. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, but let us wait for them. Shall we start with
I think we start with Pasty.
P3?
Yeah.
Yep. Hello, Pasty.
Hi.
Talk us through your race.
Well, it's kind of first of all, I didn't feel like racing at the beginning. I felt very lazy. Well, then when I did go to race, I knew that Aero and Pre were like way too fast for me. I let them, bugger off into the distance. But afterwards, it just kind of pretty chaotic race with like two safety cars, and at the end, like until the penultimate lap, I was just really like going easy. I was about to retire the car actually after I spun around when we went three wide, like when I got hit. But I just felt like retiring, but I just decided I'll just continue. Why not get some points from McLaren on the board? And I was thinking, first I passed PG, and I was thinking, okay, that's like P5 or P4, and then I passed Mist. I was like, okay, I think I have the pace maybe to build a 6-second gap against Mist to get a podium. But luckily he spun out, I think. And then Dave, I didn't know Dave was actually that fast. I just started taking like really slow. I didn't really care about the race, and until lap 21, I asked our race engineer, like Jeff in this case, how was his previous time, and he was 2.5 seconds lap fast, 2.5 seconds faster than me that lap, which got me scared, and I started pushing, and I was one extension away from getting a 9-second penalty, and I don't know how. I got really lucky, but I think with some like a couple hundredths, I got the podium.
700s.
Yeah, that was he got a penalty at the end, which really saved me.
Yeah, in the combox we had a bet where we were betting whether they will get the podium or not. Well, let's just say some people have a forfeit to do.
Well, so good race from you, Pasty. Congrats on the podium.
Thanks.
Okay,
I think you move to Katina. Take us through.
I think he has supervised you to take it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, hey, Katie. Katie?
Catty, if you're gonna
Yep.
mute yourself. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm here.
hello, hello. Well, I can't say how well, I don't know how else to say this, but I know that he must not be feeling so good after winning it on track, but losing it in the timing sheet. So what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not bothered by that, honestly.
So are you the type of guy who thinks
Yeah,
on track is all that matters?
I mean, I'm happy with what I drove. I didn't get much time to practice, but yeah,
Mm,
I had fun. It was a fun race. I was
mm.
pushing like hell, but then at the end, the softs just died. So, I mean, not much I
Um,
could have done, except maybe take Stavlo a little bit better.
mm. Well, I
Yeah,
would say a
not.
very well-driven race at the end of the day. Is there anything else that I could add on?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was quite topsy-turvy because I was like almost last at one point, so very unpredictable race, but that's why Spa is so much fun. So, yeah, it was a very fun race. GG to both Pri and Pasty and all the other finishers.
Ashley, we can't hear you.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
I'll say yeah,
alright.
news.
Catty, congrats on the P2 and GG for the next season.
Dan, I have a question. Do you still need the incidents or you don't need?
Yeah, we do need the incidents. I don't think Nutria caught it on this stream.
Okay, I still have my brother's Xbox on.
Yeah, so that's good then.
No, I'm an idiot. I missed it.
Okay, never mind. I will leave it to the coordinators then. So let's move on with the rest. The podium interview, and yeah, let's go to our race winner, Pre the Pro. Man, talk us through your race. Just how it went. Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah. The race was chaotic, like right from turn one, lap one. It was just, I don't know. I didn't expect to win. I didn't think I had the pace because like Aero was able to keep up with me on the mediums right at the start. But then luckily that safety car came out, which was helpful, which was good for me and not exactly very good for Aero because he had those. He had to pit for hards because he was on mediums, so I was really glad. But then he was still able to keep up with me, and I was really surprised with it. So, yeah. And then after that, the second safety car, I thought everyone was gonna go mediums, but then I guess some people decided to go. Everyone else decided to go soft, and it just kind of, I don't know. I was just hoping that it would, that my medium strategy would work, which I think it did in the end because Catty's tires ended up dying on the final 2 laps. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was indeed a wise move. You did think of the long run, but another question I have for you. Were you on a lower arrow than Aero Dev? I'm sorry, a higher arrow. Because we did notice that you were losing so much time on the straights.
I'm not sure what Aero was running exactly, but I think I was slightly higher on downforce than Aero Dev. But I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, the Aero was not using any of his ERS. He was just sticking to your toe and gaining so much time on you. So that got me thinking, all of us thinking. So yeah, I just wanted to do that. Anyway,
He might have been.
Congratulations on getting the win. Not on track, but overall on the timesheets, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Now let's move on to the man of the day. Devdutt Menon, Aero Dev. Congratulations on grabbing the World Drivers Championship, man, of TierX Season 8. How are you feeling right now?
Not that great. I mean, that race was a little scuffed, especially after the second safety car. Belgium is a good track to have some good racing, but it didn't really work out in the end. I'm sorry to Pasty and to Pri. I kind of closed the door on Pasty after the safety car restart, and Pri as well. Luckily, he didn't get any damage, so I'm happy that he went along with his race. But yeah, it was just a kind of a boring race for me.
Yeah, seeing that you had so much space in the race itself, I can't help but think what that last quali lap could have been, that last hot lap. But you did, I think you pulled out So what happened there?
So I was debating on whether I should start from the back or actually do a good quality. So I did mediums, and then I took and I just pushed really hard. Like I didn't care if I had taken myself out, and I would have only improved if I had improved to a sub 42. And I was like 7 tenths up, so I might have improved and gone below 42. But I spun out, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I really thought of taking myself out, so I would start at the back, but I didn't know what if I would get a free tire choice, and I wasn't really sure, so I didn't do that.
Yes, since you already set your your fastest lap on those mediums, and surprisingly that put you on P3 as well. So that itself was a mighty lap from you, Aerodev, and to top it.
I was running 5.5, which is pretty much probably the fastest in Xbox, the lowest setting. At least in the grid we had, people are usually running 7 in the front or 7.4, something like that. So if you were wondering what aero I was running, I was running 5.5.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that there we have our answer. I mean, yeah, that was just an outlandish pace that you had during the race itself, man. You were keeping up with Pre, who was on softs while you were on medium. So that itself is a remarkable drive in itself. You deserve that VWDC for that moment, and also, once again, congratulations on grabbing the WDC. And we all hope that the PCF1 drivers, especially the tier 1 drivers, hope that crossplay comes and we get to race with you and the other drivers in TierX as well.
I won't be driving anymore, actually. After Silverstone, I'll be leaving F1 because I'm going to uni.
Oh.
So,
all right then. Good luck on the next chapter of your life then, and yep. We do definitely hope to see you soon back in IRC once again, man.
Yeah.
Cheers and have a good one.
You too.
All right, then that brings us to the end of our stream then. So, guys, your thoughts on what you've witnessed so far in this race?
Dramatic.
It is a typical Spa race. There it's not a Spa race unless there is people crashing out in Eau Rouge. It's a common occurrence in 2021 because in 2021 Eau Rouge just got a lot more harder than 2020. 2020 is just easy, flat out all the time, nothing to care about. 2021 is still, as you can see, is still catching people off guard. So it's a bit more dangerous, it is meant to be. So yeah.
Yeah, indeed, the curbs have definitely turned into killers in this race, but this iteration of the game. But I think it definitely provides us drivers that extra bit of challenge and ultimately a more fruitful sort of race. Knowing that we've properly mastered this track in that higher difficulty. So yeah, Spa is I think my one of my most favorite tracks, and yeah, I'm just glad that we got to see this wonderful race. So yep, so that now it's time for all of us to sign off. If you've liked our content, do follow us on our socials. We do F1, we do ACC, we also do a bit of AC and Forza as well, sometimes Dirt Rally. So check us out, check our Instagram out at Indian Racing Community, and join us in our Discord link below. And that is it from me, Dan the SSJ Assassin. I'm signing out. Good night and have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Ink, that's your cue.
Bye-bye too.